Vic, what's up? Welcome, my friends. I have Vic Kirkarian here of California Mortgage Solutions. Vic is a top 1% 3 years in a row for volume with United Wholesale, which happens to be one of the largest lenders in the United States. What's up, my friend?
Hey, Rob, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
It's going good. Yeah, I have a lot of people here that listening today that rates are going up.
They have been taken up the last 6 months or so. They're predicted to keep going up for the next year. And that's pretty important for buyers right now because about 1% increase in interest rates is about a 10%, typically about a 10% loss in purchasing power for about a $500,000 mortgage.
Whoa, that's a lot of money. That's $50,000. That'd be a lot less house. But what I see something in the back there, George Washington. What is that, my friend? What do we got going on back there?
George Washington telling us how we all came over here to buy and not rent real estate.
Not to rent. All right. Hey, so rates are where today?
They're still under 3%, or so. There's different adjustments for different types of property and credit scores, et cetera. But most of our refinances and purchases are still, 2.8, 2.9% range. And we're seeing a lot of people that even bought, 15 months ago coming back and refinancing. This morning, I talked to a lady on a $650,000 loan who bought right before COVID and we're lowering her payment on a $650,000 loan by over $1,400 a month.
Well, if anything, we got one gift from the pandemic, and that has been low rates.
Artificially low rates, yes, sir.
Yeah, exactly. So you're saying it's a good time to refinance then?
It's a great time to refinance and to either lower your payment or even a lot of our borrowers are pulling cash out and reinvesting it in real estate or other investments that they might want to get into.
It's funny that you talk about investors. A lot of buyers have been getting beat out with, investors at the table, multiple offers. And it's not like, 2007 and 8 where investors were buying and flipping these properties. I mean, they're buying and holding is what I'm seeing. What are you seeing?
Right. We're seeing a lot of investors coming in either by refinancing a current mortgage that they're in and using that cash out to put down on a new purchase on an investment property. But what we're offering also for that same scenario is, a lot of these buyers are coming in and they're getting beat out by cash offers or large down payments, et cetera. What we're doing here at California Mortgage Solutions, we're actually taking the application, running it through the approval process, getting the loan actually approved. So when you come in and put in an offer, we're writing up an approval letter, not just issuing a pre-approval, but an actual approval that the realtor can submit with the offer to give them a hopefully better chance to get that offer accepted.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted you on the show today, because working with you has been like seamless for every buyer I've ever had. And then anybody who's been selling real estate in this area for 5-10 years, they know who you are. And when you get a pre-approval or an approval, as you said, from a local lender, that means a lot in the stacking order of reviewing offers.
I would agree with that, yes. And that's why we're going over and beyond to try to get our borrowers in the best position to get offers accepted in this super competitive market.
Yeah, it is a competitive market. And, some buyers are feeling fatigued. They put in multiple offers, and I'm hearing buyers talking about waiting. What's that going to look like? Because I'm, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, NAR, everybody is saying prices are going up in the United States on an average of 5%. Here on the Central Coast, we might go up a little more than that. But what is that interest rate shift going to mean to a buyer?
We did talk about the purchasing power earlier, how interest rates going up is going to affect you with your purchasing power, what you can afford to qualify for. But another way to look at that would be if you had a $500,000 mortgage, let's call it 3%, you're right around $2,100 for your principal interest payments.
Without taxes. Taxes
or insurance. But
gotcha.
But the same $500,000 mortgage at a 4% interest rate would be closer to $2,400 a month. So you're talking about $300 a month, which could be all your.
That adds up. $300 is a lot of money per month, not which it doesn't include taxes and insurance. So yeah, that means a lot. And when I have buyers that aren't happy with, you know, let's say it's a $500,000 home or $1 million home, and they're not happy looking at what they're seeing for their price range. If they wait till next year, that sounds like they're going to get a whole hell of a lot less house.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, you're gonna get a little bit less of a house with a higher payment.
Less house and at more money.
Exactly.
So Vic, how do I get my buyers, or even, you know, people who are still at a 4% interest rate, how do I get them in touch with you?
Well, I'd recommend a phone call and to talk.
A phone call, 805-704-9093. I'll get you in touch with this guy, California Mortgage Solutions. When you're number one 3 years in a row with volume, we'll find you. Vic, I can't tell you how lucky we were to have you today, and I really appreciate you, my friend.
I appreciate you too, Rob. Have a great day, bud.
Hey, bud, you take care.
Bye-bye.